Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. This is your brother Lawrence. This video here by Pastor Ron Kelly is going viral because of a statement he made about the role of conference presidents. Yes, the role of conference presidents. And some conference president may not like the video. Others may like it, but truth will always stand. Yes, the truth will always stand. So let's go and watch the video clip by Pastor Ron Kelly. But before we get into the video, if you are traveling to Barbados for your holiday or for your program, I recommend only one apartment in Barbados for you where you can peacefully relax, yes, and enjoy your stay in Barbados. It's called Holiday Spice Apartments.
Looking for the perfect blend of comfort, style, and island vibes? Welcome to Holiday Spice Apartment, your home away from home in beautiful Barbados. Enjoy fully furnished, modern apartments designed for relaxation. Just minutes away from stunning beaches and crystal clear waters, perfect for vacations, business trips, or a peaceful getaway. Holiday Spice Apartment offers the ideal stay. Book your stay today and experience Barbados like never before. Contact us now for reservations and special offers.
Alright, thank you so much Holiday Spice for your wonderful service in Barbados. Now, let's get into the video by Pastor Ron Kelly and listen to how he actually made this wonderful statement about the role of conference presidents. Let's listen.
There's some people who think it's their job to control. Do you know that's not a conference president's job? Read it. Get out the book, Testimonies to Ministers. Go read it. The conference president's job is not to control a church or a pastor. Obviously, if they're really rogue, they're going to have dialogues, but even then, it's not arbitrary exercise of authority. That's not the Protestant way. The Protestant way is the discovery of truth. That's why we have certain laws in Protestant countries. That's why democracy got set up in America like it was, because we believe truth had real value. Protects the innocent, creates safety and security. You're not guilty when someone says you are. You're guilty after a process of discovery. They insisted that they had the authority to direct their brethren in these fields and to follow certain specified methods of labor. They felt as if the work of preaching the gospel should be carried forward in harmony with their opinions. They criticized the labors of the apostle, but during the Acts 15 council, she writes, their views of God had broadened. Afterward, when it became apparent the converts were among the Gentiles were increasing rapidly, there were a few of the leading brethren in Jerusalem who began to cherish anew their former prejudices. I told you in an early sermon today, when you solve a problem with someone that's very difficult, you better remember you need to come back and keep putting a little salve on it, because it's not solved in one moment. Because the devil comes around and tries to put those same bad feelings that existed before the solution back in the heart of the person. It's how it works. So you've got to keep bonding. In this case, they went through the Acts 15 discussion of, no meat strangled, no food offered to idols, no fornication. But in the years that followed, they gravitated back to a pre-Acts 15 mentality. Their prejudices strengthened with the passing of the years. This is page 401. Until some of the leaders determined that the work of preaching the gospel has to be conducted in accordance with their own ideas. These men had lost sight of the fact that God is the teacher of his people, and every worker in his cause is to obtain an individual experience in following the divine leader, not looking to man for direct guidance. I want you to think about that. Yes, it's a pastor's job to keep the communication links open with the conference. The conference probably shouldn't be surprised about any unusual or unique things you're doing. But you're not to go to them to get permission to everything you do here or anywhere else. You're supposed to work with this body of believers and pray and talk and look to God for direct counsel. Glory, hallelujah. God's actually the head of every church because we're all one, but he's able to be wherever we are.
Your website is the center of your online business. Help protect it from online threats.
Throughout his ministry, Paul had looked to God for direct guidance, but he had been careful to labor in harmony with the decisions of the General Council. And now, notwithstanding the lack of sympathy that was shown him, he found comfort in the consciousness that he had done his duty. At the presentation of the gifts, Paul declared particularly what things God had wrought, and this reciting of facts brought to the hearts of all, even those who had been doubting, a conviction that the blessings of heaven had accompanied him, his labors. With the liberal contributions lying before them, added weight to the testimony of the apostle concerning the faithfulness of the churches among the Gentiles. The men who, while numbered among those who were in charge of the work at Jerusalem, had urged arbitrary measures of control to be adopted, now saw Paul's ministry in a new light, and they were convinced that their own course was wrong. Now let's follow this. The emotional, theological journey of some of those men in Jerusalem. Before Acts 15, they thought Paul was wrong. After Acts 15, they realized they needed to go a different direction.
All right, so some conference presidents that are guilty of controlling churches within their territory may not like this video. As leaders of the church, we must serve just like Jesus served. We must lead as Jesus led. He served them. Yes, Jesus practiced what is called servant leadership style. You know, he was a leader at the same time a servant, serving the people. So, conference president, church elders, like pastors, everyone that is in a leadership position, I think Jesus' method is the best. In counseling for the advancement of the work, no one man is to be a controlling power, a voice for the whole. Proposed methods and plans are to be carefully considered so that all the brethren may weigh their relative merits and decide which should be followed. So, Pastor Ron Kelly's video is a very good one, a good sermon that seeks to address leadership crisis. Yes, leadership crisis. Some leaders are doing well. Some are fabulous. Some are great. Some are working. But others are not. Yes, others. They like the position, high places, but it is what it is. It is what it is, friends. So, if you like to watch Pastor Ron Kelly's full video, I've placed the link to the full video in the description for you. So, you can check in the description, press on the link, and you get opportunity to watch the full video. Thanks for watching. Share your thoughts in the comments. See you again, and may God bless you.